Do we have a deal? All right. Mrs. Duff allotted me 5 minutes up here, so I'm going to try to do this as quick as I can. If she gives me more time than that,
Go ahead.
If she gives me more time than that, I'll do 2 favors for you.
Yes. Okay, you go ahead.
My family's history in this school started around 32 years ago. My older sister Bobby came here, followed very closely by her 2 younger brothers, Lauren and Regan. Bobby went on to be class president, played basketball. Lauren and Regan went on to play basketball as well through here. Regan went on 2 separate degrees in engineering, became partner in probably the largest, most prestigious construction company in the province. His brother Lauren joined him as senior project manager, also went on to college. To give you an idea of what Lauren did, they just finished building a $65 million unique to North America kinesiology lab at UNB. Very amazing individual. Now, a few years after that, Harrison Trimble welcomed 2 very celebrated twins, Scott and Shane Steves, who came here to great fanfare because they had great success at Birchmount and so on and so forth. And to give you an idea of what their time was like here, they excelled. They excelled academically. They excelled athletically. I believe they played basketball, I think volleyball and soccer. Did you do that as well? Yes, just checking.
Sound and light.
And oh yes,
Mr.
sorry,
Steves,
hold on.
can we have the meeting without you, or do you want to
triumphant
start the
moment. They actually took sound and light and made it cool. So that's fantastic. They lived and breathed this place. I know because as their younger brother, I got to watch this place starting when I was about 8 years old with Bobby and Regan in here, because I used to come to their basketball practices. I used to play hide and seek in this room, to be honest. And Scott and Shane, when they were here, they did so well that, how do I say this properly? Well, Shane received Trojan of the Year, a letter of distinction voted upon by the staff, got the Burke's Medal for leadership, went on to UNB in business, and he is now the installation manager for a very large multinational energy corporation called Enbridge. Scott went on, Male Athlete of the Year, grade 12, letter of distinction. You got the Trojan Trimble Cane, I believe. Is that what that is? Trimble Cane. Now, he went on to UNB as well. We all did. He became a teacher. Of course, his dream, of course, would be to come back here. Took him a few years, but eventually he did it. And he could not give enough as a teacher. He gave and gave and gave. Hours after school, hours before school. And when that wasn't enough, he coached. And boy, did he coach. I believe there's some championships involved when Mr. Steves coached. But that wasn't enough. You see, he gave so much as a teacher and a coach, he couldn't give enough doing just that. So what did he do? Left his job. Now, Economics 12:1 says, do not leave your job when you have 2 very small kids at home and a wife shrugging her shoulders looking at you, what the hell are you doing? He left his job for the chance, for the opportunity, not a guarantee, to go get his master's in education, to possibly have the opportunity to come back as an administrator. He did that. He did just that. he got his opportunity and he came back to Moncton School District 2 at a school down the road. Well, he kicked ass at that too. He did such a job that the opportunity arose to become administrator at Harrison Trimble. Now, if you listen closely to my brother when he walks down the hall, you can actually hear the ticking of that Trimble cane, because he has carried it in his heart the entire time he was away from here, the entire time he tried to get back to here. And I've been applauding that man my entire life. My brother doesn't listen to applause. My brother doesn't listen to a prayer. He doesn't listen to compliments. He ignores such things. So my favor is this. I've been applauding my brother my whole life. You see, I am a lesser brother, born from great parents, among amazing people. And with your help today, with 900 people, for once, please let them hear me. I'm very proud of you, Scott.
I wasn't expecting this.
Thank you. I've waited a very long time to say those words so that he could hear me. Now you gotta understand something. He's never asked for help. Ever. Not from his brothers, his sister, least of all his parents. And a few weeks ago, he sat in my office down the road. I own the Johnson Pharmacy at 1789 Mountain Road. Shop there anytime if you like, that'd be great. He sat there with his hands on his knees, very odd look on his face, and for the very first time asked me for help. Now I understand that you are redoing a field, am I correct? The football field?
That's the first thing. Yeah.
What's that?
That's one of the things we want to do, yeah.
One of the things you want to do. What else you want to do?
I got this science thing we're doing upstairs.
This is the science center upstairs. If you give me another 2 or 3 minutes, I might help you with both of those. Is that fair?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I got a 2 minutes, I'll tell you. My journey here began as a very small child running around this very room. I eventually went on to follow my brothers Scott and Shane to basketball practices here every day. Actually, I met my first hero here. He was my height. I was 13, but he played Harrison Trimble basketball. He was my height. He taught me how to dribble high so you can throw the pass when you're small and still get it there, and all those wonderful things. Amazing man. Always took time out of that practice to come over and help me do layups because my brothers were always too busy. And his name was Phil Robichaud. And like a long list of Trojans, a list way too many, he was buried long before his time. A few years after that, actually that same 2 years after that, I walked in here, I met my first superhero. I was in here, and do you guys still have a lower gym down here? No? Okay, well there was one downstairs, and I got caught climbing on the gym equipment by a Mr. Kokkonen. Legitimately a comic book. Clark Kent. I mean, the guy had tan skin, white teeth, and he's built like a block. That was amazing. And of course, his legacy at this school is, well, it's incredible. A few years after that, I came to Trimble and played basketball here. And it was very much like home to me because I'd spent so much time here as a very little boy. And I got to meet some very dynamic and impressive teachers, some of whom are still here, actually. The science program here, the science teachers really endeared themselves to me, really actually helped guide that time of my life. There was a Mr. Roberts, who passed away halfway through my grade 11 year, joining that long list of Trojans, who was replaced by a very dynamic young guy named Stuart Buchanan. Very special chemistry teacher. He was incredible. Really taught us what university was going to be like instead of just painting a rosy picture that you don't want to see. Vincent Sutherland, another Trojan, passed away long before his time. Physics teacher, fantastic. One of absolutely the best people, Owen Fraser, the man who this auditorium is named after, taught me a very special lesson. I'm going to pass it on to you actually right now. He overheard me discussing something with one of my classmates, a good buddy of mine. I said, you know, God, I'd love to go scuba diving or skydiving or whatever I said. He walked right over, interrupted the conversation, and said, no, you wouldn't. Talk about it. Don't ever say, I'd love to do something, because if you'd love to do something, you'd do it. Don't use the word lightly. When you say you'd love to go do something, get off your ass and do it. Amazing words, actually, for a guy that got in a kayak and kayaked from Alaska to California. Owen Fraser did. Because he loved it. Frank Haynes, my biology teacher, homeroom, grade 12. Fantastic human being. I credit him for getting me through my first year university because I called him about 5 different times when I was there because I was scared to death. And got him out of class even one day to help calm me down because I didn't think I was going to make it through that mess. Once a Trojan, always a Trojan, right? They always stand behind you. So I'll tell you what. The science program here made a big impression with my life. I went on to university for 9 years, 2 degrees, biochemistry and pharmacy. So this is what I'll do. My brother, the phenomenal man that he is, your principal, your leader, asked my help. So I scrounged up what little I could in the short time I had before this assembly. So I will promise, since you helped me so much with his recognition, I will donate $5,000 to your field and to Mrs. Duff, who took a science project by the horns and is doing things that no one ever expected. I will give her $5,000 as well to help her on her way.